Good afternoon and welcome to Finding the Plot. My name is Sebastian Whittington Smythe, and in a deviation from my normal routine, I'll be reviewing an overlooked gem. The Super Mario Bros. Movie, which was panned at its time for having poor storytelling and not adhering to the story of the games in any way. But on the plus side, it does have a recommendation from the Daily Mail and was nominated for 2 Saturn Awards.
Yay! But hang on a minute, is it like one of those good video game films, like Scott Pilgrim, or not so much? Oh God!
Sit down, there is no escape. So, while the movie was criticised for not sticking to the plot of the games, I believe that it was actually smarter than that. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is actually a prequel that bridges the gap between Donkey Kong and the first Super Mario Bros. Game on the NES.
Are you serious?
Are you doubting me?
Obviously.
So, sit back, relax and grab a drink as I prepare to find the plot of Super Mario Bros., the original motion picture. We open with the Super Mario theme, see?
Okay, that's encouraging.
Exactly.
A long time ago.
We find out some basic history. That there were dinosaurs who used to speak, presumably.
Good.
You know, it just don't get no better than this.
Yeah.
And that they were all killed by a meteor.
But what if the dinosaurs weren't all destroyed?
Wait, is this Mario's voice?
Yes.
Oh dear God!
Anyway, the meteor split our dimensions from the dinosaur dimension, meaning that the dinosaurs continued to flourish in a world separate from our own. A woman carries an egg to a nunnery where...
This is wrong! Storks delivered Mario and Luigi, not a woman to a church. Have these people even heard of Yoshi's Island?
It hadn't been released yet. Anyway, this isn't Mario and Luigi.
Oh, okay.
This woman leaves the egg, which looks kind of like a portal turret with the nuns, and as she escapes, she is captured by Koopa in a tunnel as it collapses. We move to the present in story terms and see Mario and Luigi preparing for a job. As you can see, Luigi has no moustache, proving my theory that this is a prequel.
Given how much they fucked up the Mario universe anyway, you think because of Luigi's tash that makes it a prequel?
You'll see. We also see that Luigi is a fan of the paranormal, while Mario is more grounded in reality, which is understandable, as until now he has only battled Donkey Kong, who isn't that unusual. We see Daisy, who is an archaeological student. She's digging up a building site when Scapelli, a pretty pointless villain, arrives to stop her. He says that she is on his building site and threatens her with violence, so Daisy heads off to find backup. As she goes, we see she is being followed by 2 strange individuals who, to put it nicely, are completely retarded.
Arms, 1 head, 2 legs. Koopa's gonna kill us if we blow it again. Let's get her.
That light tap meant they gave up pursuit. It's almost as sound as those 10-year-olds who sit in their pants all day playing COD.
Indeed, Daisy finds a phone, but Luigi is using it to check their voicemail. He sees her waiting and gives her the phone. While Daisy makes her phone call, Luigi stares at her in the creepiest way possible. This sows the seeds of the Luigi-Daisy romance, which is still seen in games to this day.
Fine. Bye.
Did you hear that? Fine, bye. No phone manners, no backup, I say.
Quite. Luigi inexpertly flirts with Daisy, but somehow manages a date.
Few problems, but
I overheard your name was Daisy.
it's nice.
It's like the flower and everything. But it's not like I hang around the flower shops and nothing like that. Well, you know, we got a van. Step into the van.
Well,
Here we see Mario's girlfriend Daniela, and one would assume that his relationship with Pauline didn't last. I suppose that basing a relationship on being saved from an ape isn't a solid foundation after all.
so Scapelli blouse?
If you're not doing anything later tonight.
You can do me!
Barry, please, you're lowering the tone. Either way, Mario takes Daniela home, drawing the attention of the retarded henchmen Iggy and Spike, who think that it's Daisy in disguise. They kidnap Daniela as she tries to enter her home. Meanwhile, Luigi and Daisy go to frolic at the dig site, only to find that Scapelli's henchmen have sabotaged the job.
Industrial saboteurs advertising their own employer. Makes things more open, I guess, which in turn explains how Mario and Bowser can be trying to kill each other one moment and then playing tennis together the next.
In a panic, Luigi and Daisy have time to trek back to their house, on foot as Mario took the van, and then make it back to the dig without too much damage being caused.
Oi, I'm the one meant to be picking holes in the movie here.
Who said I was picking a hole? I'm just reporting fact. After fixing the pipes, Mario and Luigi are briefly, just very briefly, knocked out by Iggy and Spike while they kidnap Daisy. Mario and Luigi chase after her, and Mario is able to find Daisy based on echoes because...
Oh, I've been listening to pipes all my life, come on!
Okay, let me get this straight. He has bat-like echolocation, but can't hear Iggy and Spike creeping up on him.
It would appear so. At what appears to be a dead end, the Mario brothers see Daisy's face pushing through a solid wall, showing the existence of magic, and also a preview to the magic portals used in Super Mario 64. Daisy nearly breaks back through, and as Luigi tries to rescue her, he grabs a rock from her neck. Luigi leaps through, and then Mario falls in an incredible affront to physics.
That makes me lose all faith in mankind.
The brothers land in a cave and emerge out into a bustling modern city.
Wait, this is the Mushroom Kingdom? What?
I would now like to bring your attention to something that you may not have noticed. This is a world under Koopa's rule, but it is also a world that primarily focuses on technology, and yet magic also exists. If this is indeed a prequel to the Super Mario Bros. Games, which I believe it is, then it shows that Koopa did actually at some point rule the world. And that explains why, in future games, even as a defeated criminal, Koopa still has reserves of technology at his disposal.
I'm not convinced. You're still clutching at straws here.
You'll see. This city is called Dino Hatton. It is a place where anarchy reigns, fungus thrives, and people randomly crash bikes.
And where Koopa enforces communist rule, it seems.
Speaking of Koopa, we see him here in human form, bathing his hands in mud to stave off the fungus that is encroaching on the city. Here, Iggy and Spike gleefully reveal to Koopa that they have the princess, but also that they didn't get the rock. They weren't even aware of a rock. They tell Koopa that the plumbers have it, leading to Koopa raising plumber alert.
Plumbers. Plumber alert.
Wait. So how many plumbers have come through the gateway, and how much trouble have they caused so that Koopa has to have an official plumber alert protocol?
I guess Scapelli's been losing a lot of men. After hijinks involving the brothers falling through things onto a bed of noodles, they are mugged by a granny who steals their stone, and in turn she is robbed by this big lady who also shows off a prototype of the jumping boots which Mario uses in his later games.
What?
Isn't it obvious? The technology becomes smaller in later games, and that is how Mario can jump so high. Why else do you think Peach and Toad share similar jumping skills in later games?
Fair enough.
The brothers soon encounter something of a revolutionary, who opposes Koopa's regime through song and obnoxious haircuts. Now tell me, Barry, who do you think this is? You'll like this.
I dread to think.
Toad.
No, that can't be Toad.
Oh, but it is.
I refuse to believe it's the same Toad as in other games. Actually, it probably isn't, thinking about it. Toad is a common name in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's probably a different one. And if this is a prequel to the games, and he helps the Mario brothers overthrow Koopa, then he is probably the original Toad after whom others name their children. What just happened?
Now do you understand?
I feel wrong, used and exposed.
Give in to the story. Follow it to its logical confusion.
I don't wanna!
You will. They get arrested for being plumbers, while Daisy gets thrown into her cell with the other girls.
What the... Oh, fuck it, I've given up now. Are they Goombas?
Yes they are.
But what did they do to them?
Don't worry, all will be revealed.
But they're not Mushroom Kingdom people at all. They're giant reptile things. At what point did the filmmakers think, oh, here's a good idea, why don't we just completely reinvent the Goomba?
It's okay. In the police station, the policeman processed the Mario brothers, and I noticed the disturbing dominatrix woman sitting near the policeman, and is that a PVC tie?
Let's bear in mind, guys, that this is a PG film.
Sniffits defungus the brothers, and after a brief spell in the cell, they meet up with Cooper, who is posing as a lawyer.
Why?
He just is.
You know, I guess this is a prequel because they clearly don't recognise him.
Now you're getting it.
Crap, I know nothing.
Cooper asks them about the rock, but they don't know anything about it, leading to this violent attack.
Jesus, this is a Nintendo film?
No one touches President Koopa.
They get sent to the Devo chamber, where Toad is devolved into a Goomba.
Christ, this just gets more and more disturbing.
Cooper explains evolution, and here's where I can explain the Goombas. Toad, Cooper, and the majority of the people in this film evolved from lizards, from dinosaurs. When they are devolved, they are actually being transported back to a more primitive form, where they barely have enough brainpower to function. When Cooper needs an obedient slave, he simply devolves them to this earlier state, and therefore he has the Goombas. This is a bit of a spoiler, but the fungus that is currently plaguing the world is actually the devolved king of the Mushroom Kingdom, Daisy's father. Daisy's family evolves from fungus, and there is an ongoing struggle between the fungal people, led by Daisy's father, and the lizard people, led by Cooper. Cooper currently has the upper hand, and also technology at his disposal. As he is trying to regain control in the games, it makes sense that he would no longer have vast resources, and he would instead have to devolve whoever was around at the time, and therefore he had to devolve the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom into the Goombas that we all know and love.
But if Daisy's father was a fungus, why was she born out of an egg?
Perhaps the king was unfaithful to his wife and had an affair with a lizard, producing the half-blood we see in Daisy. This could be why they hid Daisy in our world. Rather than just destroying the rock, they wanted her out of the way, to avert the inevitable scandal that would follow. Seeing as Daisy, following this movie, becomes the princess of the Sarasland Kingdom, while Peach becomes the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom, I believe that after Cooper's defeat, a scandal did unfold, and Daisy's family was shamed and ousted from power, relegated to a lesser kingdom, while Peach's pure-blood family took control. Mario and Luigi manage to avoid being devolved and instead devolve Cooper. They swing away and steal a car, where Mario discovers his passion for driving, which he later put to good use in the Mario Kart games.
Oh look, the car's radio is made by Motorola. Do they even make car radios?
Stand by for special bulletin.
Mario, look!
They escape the police, but also leave the power grid, which means that the car has no engine and also no brakes. It does, however, still have lights, because if you're going to crash your car, you want to know what it is you're crashing into.
Wait, don't skip ahead. I've got a bone to pick with this chase scene. Okay, so just random explosion there, typical. Whoa, we're flipping cars and everything. Just casually, how did that even happen? Typical Mario game physics, I guess. And yet more unnecessary drifting. Somebody's been using the R button too much on Mario Kart. What was the point of that? Cars just come randomly flying in from the side. Now this is the bit I don't get. Look, Mario's car is clearly surviving all the gunfire from those two cars. But if we watch here, it takes one simple shot from the two cars to completely destroy each other. And even Mario's laughing manically at the fact they've probably just killed at least 20 or so policemen. I'm quite impressed with my sat-nav told me if a tunnel wasn't finished as I was driving through it. And that, well, I'm just too sad to say anything really.
This is gonna kill us! We're gonna hit the...
The car has been caught by the Fungus King, and the brothers escape towards the desert. Meanwhile, Cooper is bathing with Lena, and they talk about how much they're looking forward to joining the dimensions with the Rock.